Right. I mean, I'm bundled up like I'm outside and it's below zero. You know we on
Look at my
road.
girl.
Yeah, hey
Welcome to another edition of Sister Share 101.
Share.
We've been going for so long.
Man, how y'all? I
We've
sure miss y'all.
we've been gone like forever, but we're back. We had some family stuff to tend
Mm-hmm.
to and everything. So
Mm-hmm.
back on track now. Back on track. Back
Yes.
on track.
And as you can see,
It's
we
cold outside.
left in the summer, came back.
Back in now we actually left when it was fall. Remember when I said fall had fallen?
Oh, right,
Yeah,
right,
right,
right, right.
right.
Now, hell, it's winter.
Yeah, and that's less than a month.
Right. Scarf in hand.
How we doing?
Sure.
And I like to do the weather in the beginning, so I'm Tom Skilling as usual.
Tom Skillen have picked up on some weight.
You can tell.
Damn.
Oh, okay. Gray and gloomy outside, kind of cold, but a little drizzly, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. So we're gonna get right into today's topic because I'm excited about it.
Right, that was the pause of,
Yeah,
I got to think of some stuff.
I'm excited about it. We always do this. Is always off the top.
Mm-hmm.
Today's topic is sexual boundaries. Now, we talk about sexual boundaries. What are we really talking about? Are we talking about the level of freak we are,
Freaky
or are we talking about the type of fetishes we like,
fetish.
or are we just talking about all right, that's where I draw the line because
I'm a saint.
everybody have a different level of freak and a different level of fetish. My fetish might not be like your fetish,
Mm-hmm.
so to me your fetish might be off just like, oh, that's something I would never do. But
Mm-hmm.
is was that a boundary for me, or is it just something I just wouldn't do? Or maybe I would like to try it, but just some people are really hesitant about trying stuff. You I wouldn't. Okay, this is what I wouldn't do.
Mm-hmm.
This don't turn me on if I see somebody dressed up in a whole outfit, say a superhero outfit, and they just going to town on somebody. That would not do anything for me. Now that I won't say that's a boundary. It just doesn't do anything for me. So it wouldn't turn me on. It wouldn't be like, yeah, no.
Yeah, that's a boundary I just wouldn't cross. Because
But is it really something that you wouldn't? I mean, it's funny. You would be laughing probably hysterically through the whole thing. But is that a boundary? I mean, dressed up like in a costume, like a bunny costume,
I'm going out the
or a
back
bear,
door.
or the
That's
big bad wolf.
hmm. I mean,
See,
you know what? If he's
you
dressed
Red
like,
Riding Hood and Mr. Big Bad Wolf coming to get you.
oh, that's a
See,
fantasy.
that's what I'm
That's
saying.
I think the sexual boundaries is, um, I'm so glad no children
Oh yeah, you don't have to hit that button.
will not look at this. But I think the sexual boundaries is like a banana rammed up your booty.
First of all, that wouldn't work.
I'm just, you know.
soft. Maybe a cucumber.
Right.
Oh yeah, that's
that boundary. You be like, wait a
or
minute.
because we're gonna get this straight right now. We know everybody watch porn. I mean, people act like they don't watch porn. Stop it.
Right.
At some point you have. So I've seen porn where women are actually engaging with animals.
That's a boundary I would
That is
cross.
a damn boundary I would never go. Don't even. Oh, really?
Yeah,
How can
of
you?
course.
How can you have a conversation with somebody? You meet this young man or whatever, and you're like, "So, what is the freakiest thing you ever did?" Oh, I fucked a horse.
Right.
How you?
Right.
He's gonna be looking like, "Oh,
Right. Now that's a boundary.
what can you do with that? What can
say?
you do with that?"
Oh my. You would never look at My Little Pony again.
Like, what can you do with that information? Like, how am I supposed to measure up to a horse dick?
Because their penis is about this big.
It's just unreal.
Yeah.
So what do you do? What do you do with that?
That's a boundary. I'd be like, nope, can't cross that one. Let alone some let dogs. Like they just,
Yeah.
that's a boundary.
Yeah, anything
Can't
that's
do.
with any animals off the, no, really? Isn't
Can't
that
do.
against the humane society?
That's animal cruelty.
Cruelty, yeah.
Animals be enjoying it, but to me that's just because they don't know
They are
what
animal. They don't know what they
know what they doing.
They know not what they do.
Right. I would not want to be the paramedic because when a dog go up in you, you can't get them out because they locked up in you.
So you've heard, right?
Right. Because you can see it you can look at those things, how them dogs be locked together.
Oh, yeah.
And they be like moving around
Yeah,
and
yeah.
still locked.
Mhm.
I would not want to be the paramedic that's trying to help this cold woman out and this dog locked up in her. I'd be like, what was going on up in here?
And you got to keep the professional and not, look
And not
at
take
surgery.
pictures.
Right. I got to tell my dog this.
Right. Literally tell my dog this.
We'll take a sip on that one.
So that's a boundary. Nah.
I want to do men have boundaries. I mean, I know some men do. They don't, that are not gay. That would be their boundary, of course. Like, I don't want no, whatever.
Mhm.
And then they want some women going back there either.
In the booty hole.
Yeah, you know how, some women will probably, play with the little. So I've heard.
Looking on the booty hole.
Yeah. Some men don't like that.
That's
That's
a
a boundary.
boundary.
For them.
I'd be
They're
like, first
no,
off,
no.
shits come out of there. And we all know men don't wipe their shit good because it still be in their underwear or their boxes. They don't be wiping good unless they use some baby wipes.
Yeah, baby wipes are the flushables.
Sometimes they friends don't have baby wipes at their house. They got tissue. And not too many things of tissue. So, no. No.
So that would be a boundary.
That's a boundary.
But some men don't like that either. They be like, no. So that'd be their boundary. But they'll watch other stuff though. They'll engage in other stuff. But that little thing right there, they would not do. Good afternoon. Thank you. Yes, men have boundaries. Oh, please do tell. I want to know what the boundaries are, as opposed to you not being engaged with another man. But other than that, they have the boundaries, but they still will watch it. You're like, oh yeah, I ain't doing that shit, but yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
But just disgust you, like, ugh. We already said the animal stuff.
That's a boundary.
That's a boundary.
They ain't no infatuation on nigga. That's
And
just
then-
nasty.
Then you said, you dressed up, you little Red Riding Hood, you the big bad wolf
But
coming
you know
to
what?
get you.
That's kind of fun.
It's fun. That's why I said you'd be laughing. It's fun.
If both of us doing it,
Oh yeah,
now
not just
you
one.
come out the closet talking about I'm Superman, I'd be like, oh, no problem.
When are you gonna tell me I'm Lois?
Right.
Am I
Like,
Lois? Or who am I right now?
So I'd be like, no.
Mm.
I think what else would be a boundary for me? You know how some people, okay. I have to brace myself because you know how some people like playing with those little balls, and you know how some people like to stick it up
That's
in
what
you.
they for.
I'd be like,
Those little beads.
I'd be like, that's a boundary. I just not gonna cross. Sorry,
But what would you get out of that?
I don't know. We need to ask a Caucasian
Look, some of us do that stuff too.
because they've been around them too much.
And they stick those beads up. They
I'm about to do that.
backside and then they pull them out.
That's a
real slow.
boundary. I'm just not gonna cross.
It's supposed to feel a certain type of way. So I've heard. No, I'm just playing. I mean, I've heard it's supposed to feel some type of way. Choking until you pass out is an issue. It was an issue for me too. If I was to pass out,
Wait,
yeah.
first off,
I mean, choking is It's nice if it's done properly.
if it's done properly.
Yes, I want to do live.
So that's a boundary.
Yeah, if I'm like, nigga, you killing me
Because A, my mind would be thinking,
I'm about to
I'm
die.
about to die, so all the sexual
It's out the window. It's gone.
Yeah, that's something I just be like.
Stay away from my backside and all.
Like, I mean, a lot of people don't like,
That's what I
women.
said. That's what I said. Some men don't like women,
Hell, I know.
tossing
But-
their salads. They go,
Right. Be like, you be back there licking it and they go like,
oh, now that would be disrespectful.
but
That
it would
would
be
be-
funny.
Not to the woman that's being done to. She'd be like, you know what? It's a wrap. It's over.
Right.
Right.
So, no. Mm-mm.
Call the next one. It's not gonna happen.
No. Those things.
And yes, nothing that requires me calling 911.
Right. I mean,
Like, what happened here? She's got a choker on and she got something in her mouth. What's
Right.
going on here?
that's the, no.
I came home. She was like this.
It's just some fantasies that I would just never cross first. And across the boundary, you are not whipping me with no whip. I don't want no marks
Well,
like that.
okay, but no, there are. I mean, not to hurt you or leave any marks,
I don't know about
but just
that.
the one with the little string, the little tatters on it, and you just
I don't
go,
know, but maybe I need to do a 101 with you.
go.
Be like, be like, I think it was just
Not hurt, but just it's just like somebody spanking you a little bit. That's what it feels like. So I've heard. That is not bad though. That's not bad.
that's a boundary I just won't cross.
Really?
Not that, and I have crossed many boundaries.
Please share. No, but I'm saying, how that's not bad.
That
A little
one I just
spanking
I be
with a
like,
whip. I ain't talking about like no master and mommy type. I'm talking about just no S&M. Just you look type. Then you rub the cross. Look how you What's wrong with that? Really? Oh, you don't knock it till you try it. I'm just saying. So I've heard.
so it's been like 5 things. So I heard. Am I hearing this?
People talk and tell stuff.
Oh, okay.
We have conversations.
Mhm.
But you would the whip
No.
thing would.
That's
Really?
just no.
I'm not talking about just
I just want
come
to
here,
cross that.
nigga. I'm not talking about that.
Right, I'm already
I'm
in there.
talking about what's that? No.
And I
God.
have
But you-
crossed major boundaries.
But you would do the choking thing.
no, hell no.
I mean, not to the pass out, but just the light.
That's a boundary I won't cross either. I'd be like, no. I
Am I
know.
more of a freak than you are? I'm not
Yeah, you are.
understanding.
My freakiness goes
In what direction? What?
my,
Watching, voyeurism.
no, mine goes beyond that part. I just be like, it just
Beyond?
what?
Oh, I can adjust.
What?
Beyond? Because what I'm talking about is lightweight. So what are you talking about? Let's get into it. Paige Malone said, everybody's boundaries are different. Yes, everybody's boundaries are different. That's why you have to really know who you're dealing with. Because you might do something with someone you done with somebody else and thinking that person you're with now might like it. And you do it and you be like, oh, no.
Yeah,
You be like, what I do?
right.
And then from then on, everything will just be freaking awkward.
It will be. It will be because you have to have a discussion.
Yeah,
on
you have
that
to have a
one.
conversation.
You have to be like, what boundaries would you cross when it comes to sexual? Now, some people don't like threesomes. They be like, that's a boundary I will not cross. Some people do. I kid you not. There's some guys out there that be like, no,
No, really?
they would not cross that boundary. they'd be like, no, I just
What you mean, like two women and one man and them, or two
yeah.
men and them?
Some would say that's a boundary I don't want to cross. If it's two women, they'd be like, no. Some be like, no, I don't want to do that. Some, I know it's a lot of people out there that just
Swingers.
That's a boundary.
Swingers, not really swingers. I mean, you
I don't
can
understand what they mean by swingers. That's a boundary that they won't
walk
cross,
across, or just something they would do. But swinging,
They gotta be more
that's
specific.
a lifestyle. That's something that just goes on and on and on and on
Mhm.
throughout your life. If you
Unless that's a boundary they won't cross.
maybe not. Maybe that's a boundary they won't cross.
Is that a boundary you won't cross? If he go back and be like, they
They have boundaries. Oh, swingers have boundaries.
They do.
They do. They do. That's the Of course. They're just like with any individual. There's certain things that you would like and certain things that you won't. So
Mhm.
even if you in that lifestyle, those that don't change.
Mhm.
That doesn't change.
Mhm.
I mean, you still be like, no, I don't do that, or no, I don't do that. So,
Mhm.
you know.
Some men don't eat coochie. That's a boundary they be like, I don't want to do.
No.
Yes.
But then we won't be doing it.
And some women be like, I don't want to suck your penis. I feel like I shouldn't have to put my mouth on you. That's a boundary I don't want to cross. I'm telling you, you have so many people out
With
there.
different, but then they'll do other shit. You'd be like, wouldn't even do that, but you do that, but you won't like that.
Oh, some men don't like sucking a woman's breast.
Oh, I have never met one like that before. I don't never want a man to eat.
It's people you be like, wow. It's some don't, just boundaries. People just be like, I'm not crossing that. Nope.
That's interesting.
You just be like, wow.
So no, back to you. I ain't forgot what you said. You said your freak goes beyond the little like choking and a little tapping on the the little whip or whatever.
Everybody have a ancient Chinese secret, huh?
Well, where's your ancient Chinese secret? Calgon, where you at? What's going on?
Chat.
Well, do say. No, but I like the little light choking, and that's hot. You don't think so?
See, that's suits.
That's good for me.
Yeah.
So you still haven't said anything?
Yeah.
No.
Nah, I ain't choking the hell out of me.
Okay, not that, but threesomes.
I've crossed that boundary.
But then that's not a boundary for you.
No, it's not.
No, okay. So that's not a boundary for me either. So with that, I mean, not but it's different with you because you're married, and for that to take place or whatever, then the other person would have to be on board with it as well.
Right.
And then when you're married and you try to go do something like that,
Those are boundaries that married people should not cross.
they do.
Yeah, they have to be. And you know what?
And it has to be understanding. Has to be somebody they probably can really trust. The third person, I mean, the third individual has to be somebody they really trust. They've had conversations. They know what their role is, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Of course, some of our women just don't understand that.
No.
But you know who understands that?
Men.
They understand it, but I can say who deals with that type of dynamic better.
Oh yeah. Because you niggas cross boundaries like man.
No, but they understand that dynamic though. If they were to have a threesome, if a white couple would have a threesome with somebody, they treat that third person like like they're the center of attention. So I've heard.
Here we go again. That's it. Hell,
I
counting.
talk to a lot of people.
I must be a Mormon.
I like to get
Because I
feedback.
don't be talking about it.
I like to get feedback. So, yeah. I ask questions, a lot of them. That's how I get my information.
Okay. And we need information for today.
Right. See, that's how I go.
Yeah, even I was choking on that.
So,
Hmm.
so yeah. You still haven't revealed your ancient Chinese secret.
I know. That's the season that people just don't, tell about in their food.
Oh, that's the secret ingredient.
Right. You have heard a lot of things. Can I reach up?
Oh, I know Ace Malone ain't talking. So that's all up.
Wow.
But yeah, you hear a lot of things when you talk to a lot of different people. Yeah.
I don't get out that much.
No, you don't. But you just don't be around the right people to ask them the right type of questions.
No, I don't. They probably be looking at me like,
Now, we're talking about sexual boundaries. At what point do that comes up if you're dating someone? At one point, does that come up as a topic of conversation? Initially, when you meet them, after the second date, after the third one, or after you all are already engaged in sexual activity, or before?
okay.
Because you don't want to do anything that'll make the person feel like, I'm about to throw up, or, or, oh, I can't believe they did that. And you go home, you think everything is cool, and they don't want to talk to you no more.
I think probably after the third date. Perhaps.
Maybe after the third date?
Yeah. Because the first date is like, even though we unconversated a lot on the phone,
Mhm,
I think the first date is really, getting to see how that person is on the outside of the street.
Right.
Then the
Right.
second date is now I'm warming up, I'm comfortable.
Mhm.
So the third date probably is now, because if y'all feeling each other,
Right.
that might come
out. Right.
Right. But I mean, if you do decide to disclose that, I mean, man, how would that
Conversation
conversation
go.
I would be
Right.
like, I mean, how can you just bring up, oh yeah, by the way, I did 2 girls, 2 guys. What about you? They be like,
You don't want to make the other
What?
person feel uncomfortable, because I know I get that because that came up with me with the individual that I've been seeing, and it didn't. I didn't know that he was that type of I won't say freak, but his sexual appetite. I didn't know, and he didn't know mine either. It was like something that we just did not communicate or share because we don't want the other person to be looking at the other one like with the side eye, But once we did, everything just started to flow then.
okay,
You know.
okay.
So I think a lot of this that women don't want to express what they like and what they don't like because even if they like something that was too much or they think it's too out the box and they disclose that to that person, they be like, man, she just all out there. She just nasty.
Unless you can, when it comes to getting ready to be intimate, you can be like, I have a surprise for you, and ease that in there, little by little, like,
like don't just hit them all with it at once.
Right, be like, I have a surprise for you. And if they be like what it is, you blindfold them, handcuff them to the bed, and then bring the whip out. What?
Wait, you said you didn't like the whip.
But I'm like bouncing off of you.
Oh, that's what you're doing. Oh, okay.
And you didn't you say rub it on them gently?
Yeah.
Okay, and see how that go, and then if they like it, there you go.
There you go.
Now they gonna be like, oh,
You have a lot of comments. We just
oh,
Ace Malone said I heard the same things from the same people. Oh yeah, that's what we was talking about earlier tonight. I hear a lot about.
Okay. If you met on freaky terms and then you date and get serious, it doesn't change.
No, we don't.
Wait.
Like if you met, say like if you met somebody and it was just purely about sex. It's like a one night stand and just kept
Get
going.
serious, it doesn't change.
Like if you met somebody and it was just attraction there, and it was just about sex.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a one night stand that just kept going. It just never really was one night stand. It just kept going and going and going until you actually got into a relationship.
And it
Then
doesn't
that and
change.
the freaky don't change because you already know what that person
Oh,
is
okay.
coming
I mean,
with.
it works
So,
for the better.
but how often does that happen?
Girl, zero do it. Almost like how the bears be women.
You did not say I should take this hat off. It's a long said. Once you decide to be physical around the third date,
I ain't say that, hell.
it's important to know. It's important to know to enjoy it. It takes three. It's
I
after
mean-
3 dates now.
Who won't enjoy sex unless you messing with?
And you won't know that until you actually right. Then you'd be like, oh hell. Do you bag out at that? Do you also
Hell,
get a headache then? Or do you just be like, well, let me just go on and push through? There's something you gotta push through.
Or I'd be like,
And then you be like, well, that'll be the first and last. Or maybe that individual would come up with other things that'll stimulate you that'll compensate for
that
that.
nigga better be one, lick one, two, or lick three. If not, I'd be like, this ain't gonna work.
I wonder what his is back there.
Ooh,
I wonder what his fetish is, his sexual boundaries.
somebody bring him a plate while he's watching the TV.
Put on this.
Yup.
The third date. So I wonder. Okay.
Tomorrow is not promised. What are we waiting for? Somebody about to die?
Right. You don't want to be thinking about that when you
He said tomorrow is
It's
not
not
promised.
promised.
What are we
I think
waiting
he
for?
means
He's
just
so
go-
nasty.
just go ahead and have fun and do what you do.
He's just so nasty. You
And
might
just
as
do what
well,
you do.
since it's not promised tomorrow, might as
So
well
it's
just
your
go ahead
sexual-
and
okay,
bang
so
your first
We're
day.
talking about boundaries. So, some women like facials. You know what a facial is? I know you know what a facial is. You just need to stop it right now. You really need to. So is that a boundary for you? I guess not. I guess I barely struck one. Yeah. I actually like them. Maybe it's
Really?
on my skin or something. No,
You
just-
know what?
Your skin is very clear too.
But they. Oh, it's raw shea butter.
Oh, that's what it is. Oh, okay. We'll
You know
go with
what?
that one.
Facials are good.
Mm-hmm.
Facials are good.
So just to say, you say that's not one of your boundaries.
It wouldn't be one of my.
It's not one of my boundaries.
No. One of my boundaries is, man, if you like, I cross the line, don't get that crap in my head.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to get out.
It is.
And in my eye,
That's one thing I just be
so
like,
I've heard.
don't. That's number 7. What the hell? Make sure ain't nobody behind me, so they could be looking like 7.
Have you ever
So-
got it in your eye before?
No.
It burns. I've heard that it burns.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I've seen people get up and be like, oh, after watching porn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The porn I watch don't be having that.
Yeah, you watch anime.
People needs to look at. It's funny though. It is.
I don't want to be laughing while. Come on now. It's not realistic. I mean, she's too big dicks in a mouth at
Natural
one time.
porn isn't realistic.
But no.
My thing is, I just felt like the woman being cheated on there because she just suck his dick until he come and he
And
can
she gets nothing.
right. He lick her like 4 or 5 times, and
And
that's
that's it.
So that's not realistic. No, I'm gonna put your head back down there.
Not till it's over.
Right. Yeah, I'm like, that's foul. Why you do her like that?
Right. It's all
So-
about the money shots.
Mhm.
They love the money shots.
Yeah. So no, that's not a boundary.
Okay.
And I I can contest that it's not a boundary to the man either.
Oh, hell
The
no.
nigga be like,
Where you want it? What you want?
so
Turn on. So
Right.
you would do you? That's not a boundary for you, but you just can't do the whip thing.
mm-mm.
What the hell? That's playful play. Oh wow.
Maybe because of all them damn whoopings I used to get. They ain't play for the me.
It's not. I told you it's not like the company nigga.
I don't
I'm the
know.
master.
I don't
Yes,
know.
sir, yes, sir. It's not that.
Yeah.
It's just a little.
Them kind of whoopings, I be like,
Okay, now would you? Do you like to be tied up?
yeah.
Oh, okay. Look at that. Did you see that? Okay, like tied up, blindfolded.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Done that
Tied up, blindfolded, and things going on.
Yeah.
And then you don't know what is
At
gonna happen
all.
next.
on both ends at all. And you know what?
Oh,
What?
you said both ends. What do you mean?
On my end and on his.
But you blindfolded and tied up, so you can't touch anything.
I know, but you know,
Oh,
same-
like you don't know if they're gonna be coming in your mouth, man.
Right.
Okay, I got you.
So you really don't know.
You said on both ends. I'm
Sometimes,
like, wait a minute.
sometimes you'll be, laying there, and yeah, those
That
are.
would be a good time for him to get the whipping. Hit your little with your breasts and run across there like that.
I don't know.
That's
My
sexy, girl.
nipples be so erect. Anything soft on there, I probably like. I'm sorry.
Running across,
That would have been it
and
for me.
then it whip. If you do like this on your breast and pot up and you hit your nipple like that.
Right now, my nipples
So
are so freaking tender
Are they sensitive?
and so erect to where anything, if a wind blowing it, be like,
Right.
I'm-
Okay.
like did I
Very sensitive.
oh my god,
Oh wow.
my menopause is going to be extreme.
Yeah, that's when the women are the most sexual. When they
Girl,
going
I've been
through
fucking the
menopause.
shit out of them. Oh,
I forgot what it was. You forgot what? The truth is the truth. Yeah, that's your husband.
Right.
That's
so yep,
how it happens.
yeah.
I can't believe you like the whipping. For the child.
No,
Not even a light.
hell, I be choking the hell out of him.
Oh, you do it to him, but he can't do it to you. Wow. What?
She was all up in our camera.
She's gonna eat
Her
into the
5 minutes
conversation.
of fame. All right, Cindy.
Oh my goodness, that's interesting though.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I like, I did try being tied up once, but it's like it's something about a control with me. If I can't
Okay.
control it, then it makes me a little bit uncomfortable. Really? Yeah.
Mm.
It's like I can't. No, I can't. I can do it for a little. Now the blindfolding I can do,
Okay.
but if I'm tied up and I can't have that control to do it. It's just
What you scared of?
something happening and I can't get it loose. Maybe the house gonna catch on fire and I can't get it loose. And I was like, "Get me out!" And they going out the door.
Oh.
So at that particular moment, somebody's trying to break into the house, and I'm telling them I can't get it loose. It's just, I don't know.
Stop looking at Lifetime movies. I told you it was all up in our YouTube.
It's just, I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, I think I would have to be with someone that I really, truly am comfortable with.
Yeah. And they have good smoke detectors.
Yeah, and bring
And
fire
alarms.
alarms. So I feel like, okay, I can deal with it. Yeah,
Really, I like
the blindfolding. Yeah.
really, I like the tying up.
But you don't like. The,
Mm-mm.
I mean, like this.
But see,
See,
I know you choking me.
that was just light though.
I don't know. I,
Just ask Robert to do it one time.
I don't know. You know,
He'd be like, okay, baby.
I don't know. I would think my pussy is so deadly, he might choke me. I'm just
He'd
joking.
just be like,
Like, I'm coming, I'm coming.
he'd be like, like I'm dying.
Right. You know, once again, the paramedics will be coming.
Like, what actually happened here? She
They
has
take
these red
pictures.
marks on her. What is going
Right.
on?
Like, you know, like, so. Now, you know what? I'm asking the tribe. See, it's a boundary,
That's a
not the
boundary.
cross.
Yeah, see? And you might like
Yep.
people like, oh, okay, that was pretty cool. Now let me do you.
So if I come to work tomorrow, tired,
You know, you've tried it.
right, got choked out.
That's that's
Ain't
pretty
even
nice. Doesn't mean getting it like, you're like, yeah. See that? See, you can see the visual. You can see the visual.
I can
That's
see
what,
the
you
visual.
see what I'm saying? You can see
Yeah.
the visual. You can't do it while y'all making love. You gotta be like,
Right, like
yes,
shit out.
yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
Now, when I
That-
had my hair braid here, grab it and pull it,
Ooh,
and
throw your hair up like that.
yep, and your back be arched.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. See,
So
that's the same.
I don't know. That nigga might go
So you
back
just
down
have to
memory lane.
try.
and
You just have
choke
to
the hell
try
out
a
of me.
lot of different things, and you know, sometimes I like to lay on my back, and he's standing over me, and yeah.
Undid it from behind. Visually.
Were you on your back? No.
He's standing.
Uh-huh.
I'm behind. And I
Oh yeah. Oh, I gotta do that one. Okay. Got you. Yeah. Oh, okay.
I know
Wait,
everybody like.
he's standing in. Okay. Wait, do that again. Wait, he's standing. He's standing.
And you right there, you bringing it down there.
From the, you coming from behind him,
Mm-hmm.
but you be on your back, or oh, you bring his penis from the front to the back. Oh, righty. Yeah. But you won't do the flip, but you'll do all that.
I know. Girl, I'm telling you, I'm scared.
It's not bringing back any, slavery visuals in your head.
Oh yeah. See, those are sexual boundaries that I be good with. Them other sexual boundaries, I'd be like, no, I'm not. I'd be like, no.
Yeah, nothing with animals.
Oh hell.
Nothing, definitely with no. That's just too much. And there are people out there that actually like
No
That's
instruments.
no instruments, no vegetables.
Uh-uh.
I really don't too much like dildo.
Mm-mm.
I don't really care for those at all. And it just doesn't do it.
No.
I mean, plastic,
Something that's
some
like
flesh.
some be having that steel, and I'd be like, I would tear something up in there.
Steel.
You know how they be making the
Oh, like they look like the silver.
Yeah.
They be silver looking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'd be like, you'll be scared that going to be torn up down there somewhere.
Some type of way.
Yeah. So it's that's
Like
a
get too
boundary. I'd be like,
excited, like ouch.
I'd be like, nope. I'm not
Yeah, but I don't
crossing.
like dildos. No. I really don't. They don't. It's just no. It's just, I just can't deal with that.
No.
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 So But men really don't have those anyway, so I
Right.
don't have nothing to worry about.
You be like, no. It's a. I won't even cross the boundary of like people do a porno. I won't even. I would never do a porno and let people
You
watch.
done porno with your husband. Y'all watch together.
That's right. But I'm talking about.
Oh, like being like actually being a star.
That's that's a boundary I would never.
No, I
cross.
wouldn't do that either. I mean, because there are other things that come with that. First of all, you have family, you have kids, and everything, and you don't want them to get older and when they come across a video of mama.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying?
mm.
So that's
Right.
yeah.
Now, instead of a boundary you will cross if you really dating that person.
Y'all would do a video together?
Yeah. Would that be a sexual boundary? You would be like, you know what? I like you, but I'm not married to you. But then some people be like, well, you can end in a divorce and that person still have something on you, but you be like, what's the odds
Oh,
of
so
that
that right.
versus
Right.
somebody you're dating?
And then that still wouldn't be any leverage because we were married. That was me with
Right.
my
I be like,
husband, so
food.
right. You with my husband, so
Right.
how is that gonna make me look bad?
Right.
Can't.
They're going to be looking like man, dog,
Exactly.
you left her and she was
They
hitting you like
look
that.
that right.
But, you know,
right.
Would that be a boundary, a sexual boundary you would not cross? Doing that while you're dating?
Yes, I would not cross that. I would not cross that because there's too many question marks.
Mm-hmm.
There's too many question marks. Have I done it before? I have years ago, but now after that, I wouldn't because you don't know what happens to it. You guys break up. You don't know if he's sitting around with his boys. Man, let me show y'all something. You know. So no
Yeah.
dating. No.
Yeah.
No.
Now that's a boundary.
Especially if you broke up on bad terms.
And that person is claiming that they deleted,
Right.
did.
But a real man probably would get rid of it.
Mhm.
You know, because you don't want the new one to find out about it first of all, the
Right.
new one in his life.
Right.
But I think a real man would be like, you know what, we did that. I'm just going to get rid of this.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But you got some
Yeah.
assholes out there to be like,
Okay. If I was dating, that's a boundary. I'd be like, no,
no, I wouldn't. I would not.
Like, come on, baby. Just do, no.
We've been together for 3 years. Oh no.
That's a boundary I would not cross. I'd be like, no, I'm not crossing.
So do you think because some women are bigger than others and some women probably don't have any particular type of boundaries, they probably just can do anything that you probably suggested, not maybe for a long period of time, maybe just even once. So if a man was to come and find out that this individual have done all types of things, you think he would look at that person differently and be like, I don't think I would want to. Because all men talking about something, yeah, I want to lay in the street and freak in the bed and all this. Do they really want that? I don't. I think it's a level to how much of a freak they want a woman to be in bed. If they claiming her to be their girl or their wife or whatever, there's something that you just will not want your wife or your girl or your wife to do. I won't say girlfriend, but your wife to do. But you enjoy may doing that with somebody else. But when it comes to your wife, you wouldn't even try to even put her in that position to do that. So I'm trying to understand if you like that, why not? I mean, that's like stifling the whole sexual experience you all can have together. It might even bring you even a little bit closer.
Now, like, Robert is a freak. He didn't know how much of a freak I was.
Okay.
So everything that took place, I initiated. I'm the one that's like,
Let's do this.
let's do it at Washington Park. Let me the tree. Let's do it on the front porch. Let's do it at my job. I know. Let's do it on the pool table in your friend in your apartment. Let's do it in your friend garage on his car.
Oh, his car. That's such disrespect.
It was in the garage.
It wasn't working?
Yeah.
Terry says yes. What's yes?
We done said so much. You said
Yeah.
what? So
Because I know I asked the question, would a man see her differently if if he found out that she done all this different stuff in her
oh,
past, would he view her any different? She
but
just could have been just something that she did in her
but to
past.
me now, I would think that's double standard
I think that would be
because
too.
how he gonna feel that way when
Mm.
hell you did it? Not you. I'm talking about
Yeah,
the guy.
the guy, right?
Like you
You've done
did
it
it,
in some
so
aspect of your life. You have done it
right.
before.
So why not? If she have to accept that, why you can't accept it? So
Want a freak.
I mean, hell, who don't?
He wants a freak. Yeah, but what level? That's what I'm saying. What
Level
level?
up.
What level of a freak that you want to be? You want to be just out all out, or is it something that she would probably do one day? You'd be like, oh man, I didn't know she was that big of a freak. Let me pull back a little bit.
But if
I
it's
don't know.
only with just
Him,
him, he should be like freak on, baby, freak on, because it's only him. I mean, Robert didn't
right?
stop me.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. Now, if we're dating and you say, like you just said, freak on or whatever,
Mhm.
and then we happen to not be together anymore, we break up for some other reason, and we meet someone else, and we tell that
Mm.
person, I've experienced this, that, and the third, then how was that? You know what I'm saying?
Right, you know what?
Because he'll be thinking, like, you done did this with this person,
Wow,
then hell, you would do that with anybody then.
that's a tough one.
But that won't be the case. You were in a relationship. But
That's a
they
tough
man's not gonna see that.
That's a tough one. I guess because
You're like, do you hold back some of your freaks for your husband? What if you never get married? Then you be stifling yourself forever. I'm just gonna hold this just for him. You know, I'm just now. Okay,
so with the man,
for
the
a
man
good
to be
example,
holding back too. Then
right? For a good example, I won't do anal unless it's with my husband. But I'm not married. So what if I don't ever get married? Then I would have never experienced that.
Right.
But I'm sticking to it.
Right. I
I'm
mean,
sticking to it.
me and Robert did anal.
Every man is different. I would want it all.
But
yeah,
you know
you
what?
would want it all.
Right. Me and
But-
Robert, we tried anal, and it just wasn't. It wasn't exciting to us.
I think it has to be done more than once.
Right. I guess we was like,
For you to really like. I mean,
And-
both the
I
bodies
got-
have to really get into that. It's going to be uncomfortable initially, I'm sure.
it just wasn't. It just wasn't. Now, if me and her was just dating,
Would you have done that?
no, I would not have done it. That's a
See?
boundary I would
See,
not.
that's
have
what I'm saying.
crossed.
That's how I
If-
feel.
Me and him was just dating.
Right.
I'd be like, no.
Right,
So I'd be like, no, I'm not.
right,
No.
right.
So every
That's how I
man
feel.
is
It's
different.
Right. Every man is different of what, I guess they would prefer and what they wouldn't prefer.
Yeah, and I think some men wouldn't look at or prejudge that individual because of her sexual life before them.
Mhm.
I mean, it's almost saying, "Man, I don't want to accept you if you had this many men." I mean,
Okay.
is there
it'll
a cut
be-
off?
Right.
How would
If
a
she
man
just see-
feel if
Mhm.
you done had, 6 men,
6,
10
10,
men?
Right.
So I think it would be that because at each person that you date
Mhm.
or see, you want to try something different to please that
Right,
person.
because everybody's different.
Right.
Right.
So
Right.
and that's new thing.
I think we're turning people on. Because everybody keep looking over here like, what they talking about? Like, when they came on, they was like, oh.
So I think it is awfully
Like-
empty. So I think it'll be that because everybody is different. So you trying something different. It's not per se you bring in what you did with the other person in.
You just okay.
person is
So something
different.
probably different to please
Right.
the other person.
Right.
Now I know someone who has a particular fetish, and that's the only thing. If they see that particular thing done,
Mm-hmm.
it excites them. I mean,
What?
they just have a fetish. Okay, like say you have a fetish of what's the best thing you like on Robert that gets you like child? Like me, I'm a chess person.
When he takes his shirt
See, you a chess person.
oh, I mean, I would be looking at him like, damn.
See, that's the thing. That's almost like a fetish. That's what gets you off from telling you and be like, come here.
Mhm.
So he has a particular fetish like that, and if it's when it's done, he can work you out. Put it that way. So was it strange to me at first when I first started seeing him? No, and I found that out, and the way I found it out was he said something about um, take your shoes off or something like if something came up with that taking my
You
shoes
have a
off.
foot fetish?
Yes,
Okay.
fetish. So was it strange to me at first when I first heard it? A little bit because I have never experienced that.
I know you got a lot of different fingernail pops. I keep me by
I
100 of
did.
them.
I did. Once I found out that's what
Turns him on.
right. And I keep my feet done and go to his house and take my shoes off. He'd be like,
I've been scoop them suckers, lotion them up, polish. Walk around with some mittens.
So that's the thing, and have your feet up in the air with your toes pointed with the.
He be looking on.
But he'll be looking, he'll be like, oh my god.
Yeah.
So it's different with, like you said, it's different with different people
Mm-hmm.
about now was that a boundary for me?
Would you lick on a man's toes? Would you cross that boundary, or you be like, oh hell?
If you kept them nice, and
What if they not? What if they look like something from off Martin Lawrence with Shanae?
No,
With
no,
Myra.
no, I wouldn't. No,
That's a boundary. You be like,
I mean, well, let me put it this way: if I was dating somebody and it was like that, no. But sometimes, if it's with your husband or something like that, you might have to tip the scale a little bit, and maybe once or twice, because that's your husband. You do want to please them.
I did. I did it twice.
So yeah, it's all some things you just wouldn't do if you just dated somebody versus you was married.
And that's the thing. It's boundaries
Right.
that you can't cross when you're dating versus boundaries that you can cross when you're
laughing
married.
my ass off. Talking about the toes, like
Right. So it's just
Right.
everybody have those sexual
Different
boundaries
boundaries.
where you be like, no, I'm not crossing that
Right.
because I'm not married to you.
right,
And I refuse
Right.
to. That's why I said a lot of men be like, I'm not eating nobody pussy until I'm married. But then a woman won't even know if you're a good pussy eater, however you want to call it.
Because you
wanna
like the
cross that-
potential wife would know.
Yeah, whoever.
That's true. They wouldn't know.
Some just say, I'm not crossing that boundary.
Boundary.
I refuse.
I'm not doing it unless I'm married.
Yep. Some be like, no,
That
I'm not
goes
doing
back
it.
to the people who said I'm not having sex anymore until I'm married. Yep. They become what you call them, celibate. I can't even say the word right.
Built up frustration. That's what they call.
What they call it.
Built up
How you doing?
frustration.
All right.
All right. There's too much funness going on. No. I'm just kidding. Please, it's so nice to see people just laughing and having a good time. So,
Oh,
please
thank you.
enjoy. If there's anything else we can do for you, just let us know.
All right. Thank you.
I just, think that's just a boundary.
Yeah.
Just be like, no, I'm not
I thought
crossing.
she was going to tell us. Y'all better stop.
Yeah, I did
I thought she
too.
was going to say
I
that.
thought maybe
Somebody
somebody would
complain.
to say, you know what, y'all want to have to not topics such as
Right.
and I'll be like,
And keep talking.
right, because to me, I can talk about whatever I want to.
Yeah. You don't have
Because
to
it's so
listen.
public.
Right.
Plug your ears up. Or better yet, it ain't my fault that you ain't never crossed that boundary. And either or you want to and you just don't know how to tell time.
Message restricted. What did you say, Terry?
He said crazy.
Right. Now before this, that message was restricted.
Oh.
So
Mhm.
what did he say? Unless he took something, maybe he typed something wrong and
Right.
taking it back. But anyway,
All right. Now here, Robert off.
he's probably looking. He probably don't want to, you know.
You always take up for him.
I'm just saying, there's got to be a reason why he's not commenting on typo. See, so he said something. He probably, you know,
I ain't never stopped him before.
he has it.
Now you
He said,
claim
I
it,
got to see what she finna
Right.
say.
claiming to be over your homie's house. He probably
Everybody, his
crossing
homie should-
over that sexual boundary.
With his homie?
Now
No, you better stop it.
I'm here.
What are you saying?
I don't know.
Nothing. You ain't saying nothing.
Yeah.
Stop it. Stop it. Just stop it.
And he
yeah.
better not come on here and try to make a comment. I'll be like, no.
No, you know, it's just some boundaries I wouldn't cross unless I was married. And anal is one of those.
Mm-hmm.
Anal is one of those. Other than that, you know, no animals, no children. Hey, they out there. They out there. Yeah.
Like the teachers. When they be having sex with the students. Is
Yes,
that- oh.
yes, that,
Mm.
yes, all of that.
Yeah. Now that's a boundary. I'd be like, oh hell to no.
Mm-mm.
I don't care how the student look like he's 30 years old.
That's what get R. Kelly in trouble.
That's how we get a lot of them in trouble.
And all these priests and all this. It's amazing how they have never come. You know, well, that's another topic. But anyway,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, no animals, no children, no. The dressing up thing.
It depends.
You know what? I couldn't get serious with that. I couldn't. It would be so funny.
Jumping out the closet.
Oh, man. It would be so funny to me. You know, if I'm Little Red Riding Hood and the big fox coming up, I would be laughing so hard. It just would not. It would be funny.
It would.
I mean, it's a play, yeah. But
Right.
to be
But not-
serious,
No.
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 I would be cracking up laughing.
Yeah. And you know it is a lot of people that do that.
And they be serious, and it
Yeah.
turns them on.
That's one of those sexual boundaries. I'd be like, oh, no, can't cross.
But that wouldn't be a boundary. It just wouldn't be something.
Fetish people
But I
like to do.
it just wouldn't do nothing for me. It's not necessarily a boundary. It's something that I'm like, nah, I'll probably participate. It just be funny.
I'd be like,
They be like, you're not serious because it's hilarious.
I'd be like, so we.
I will put on my Chuck E. Cheese costume. Where King be, I couldn't. See what I'm saying? I could not. I just couldn't do it.
And then I'm over
You see
here
this
like,
big rat coming at me.
Chuck E. Cheese. Chuck E. Cheese. Chuck E. Cheese.
That has something to do with kids. Though.
Which Chuck E. Cheese? The back in the day Chuck E. Cheese? Or the Chuck E. Cheese now? Because the back in the day Chuck E. Cheese don't look like the Chuck E. Cheese now.
Chuck E. Cheese now, what he look like?
Yeah. He's more hip. The
Oh.
back in the day Chuck E. Cheese looked like a rat.
That's what I'm saying. I see a big rat coming to me. Oh, I don't think I'll.
Gonna do some decoy
Kill it.
at him. Right.
Oh my
No.
God. No, see, that would be hilarious to me. You come out with, baby, I got a surprise. So you come walking out with that. Yeah, say Halloween.
I would laugh,
Hard.
but I wouldn't be able to really get into
That's what
it.
I'm saying. I wouldn't be able to get into
So the
it. It would be,
costumes, all of that is nah.
now, if you had just a tube belt on and some cowboy boots with a bandana on,
Mm,
maybe that would work.
yeah.
Maybe that would work. I'm going to take Mario to the Yotown Road. That would probably work. You know.
Well, you know he made that song for a guy because he's gay.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I know.
Showbiz Pizza. That was a rat too, wasn't it?
Right.
He got a fetish for rats.
He wants to dress
Up
up
like a rat.
as a rat.
Oh, and come out and be like, I'm ready
Right.
by yourself. 'Cause
Right.
I'm gonna be laughing all.
Like,
Uh,
okay.
Okay, we have all these comments, and no one has said what they're about. Well, Ace Malone says boundaries like the back
Ain't
door
nothing-
is
the
off
back door
limits,
is off
off
limits.
limits, off
Yeah.
not for anything. Don't touch it. Don't accidentally put your finger back there. Don't even go as far as to go down to the small of my back and think you're gonna leave. No, none of that. No, none of that. So we get hit, but
Terry ain't said nothing besides,
he
Want
just
a
said
freak?
he wanted all.
I want it all. Every man is different. Ha 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 ha. Typo.
Right. So I guess he did kind of say he wanted all, but what is wanted all? If I bring another man in the mix, then I'd be like, hey, babe, I want you to like. You think you gonna do that?
Right.
So what is wanted all?
Right. He gonna be like, that's a boundary.
Like, oh hell no! Well, you better make it clear. You know, make it known, make it clear. No, I don't do this. I don't do that. You know.
Hell no.
I told you what to
See?
see. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I knew that, but I'm just throwing it out there. You know what I mean? But
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to tell you.
He's talking about
I mean, I like to try a lot. I think when you're married, you have a window that can be open to go into so many different directions than opposed to when you're single. When you're single, you got to pull back a little bit. But when you're married, you can be like, oh, I mean, you should be close enough to your partner to be able to have those conversations. Be like, you know what? I want us to do this. I want us to do that. Let's go to the swingers club. Let's,
yeah, but your partner has
to be on board with it.
on board with it.
Right.
Because now, if you bring that conversation up and one partner is not comfortable with it,
Right.
and then all of a sudden you go out, now here come the questions: where you been? Where did you go? So it's some things you'll be like.
So you mean you got to pull back on the marriage too?
On some of the, I think it's more because that's something I know me and Robert will never do. Go to a swingers club because that'll be something that you'll be like, if we ain't never explored that before, out of 20 years, I don't know if we'll be comfortable
Doing it.
together. It'll probably be like,
Right.
it'll bring probably too much friction. But if we were dating
Right.
and was doing that,
You'd be more relaxed with it.
right.
But why is that? Is it like an ownership thing now, or is it like this is mine and I don't want nobody to have mine? But when you're dating, you don't have that perception. It's like, oh, we just dating, we're in a relationship. That's my girl, but it's not really mine. Is it something that has to do with that?
Yeah, and probably the fact of man. How will that, unless both of them is very comfortable of doing that. If one just said, okay, I'm gonna do it just because I want to please you,
Right. That's
then
not gonna work.
it's not gonna work.
Right.
So it'll bring probably
All those questions. I wonder what made her so attracted to that person, or what made him so attracted to that person.
Or
What did they do
you
that I'm not doing it?
you have done something different with that person that you ain't never did with me. Or you have done something with that person you ain't never did with me, or you did something to that person you ain't never tried that with me. So you'll be like, why explore with that person and you can't explore
With me.
right? So it'll
But
bring
with that-
a lot of
but-
controversy.
In that instance, would it be if you say if the wife feels a certain way and a man doesn't feel that way, isn't she pulling back or cheating herself out of something that she really want to do and not able to do it?
Sometimes you have to cheat yourself, even if the other person wants to. And You really trying to?
But that's the whole purpose of being married and being together, being able to, okay, this is my truth. The reason why I'm bringing it up because I had a conversation with a couple. See, I talk to a lot of people.
That's so I see.
I had a conversation, but I've been knowing them for a little while. And, the wife owned her own salon. So I went by the salon, had a couple of drinks, and her husband came, to the salon or whatever we was at. And we were all sitting around talking about, you know, it, a couple, they were saying a man and wife have to know each other's truth. He said, I want to know my wife's truth.
Mm-hmm.
She said, I want to know my husband's truth.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you don't, then you probably be likely to go out there and do something that you always been wanting to do with somebody else other than your spouse, because your spouse cannot handle your truth or
Mm-hmm.
not want to do that truth with you. I think that's the whole thing about when you're married versus when you're dating. Like when you're dating, you have to pull it back because the person, I mean, it's like, oh, I don't know, because I don't think I can trust you to that level. Because if we
Mm-hmm.
break up under any type of circumstances, you be out there saying, she do this, she want nothing but a freaking, she did that.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're married, you still have a level of, okay, even if we get a divorce, all that shit's not gonna come.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's a part of an intimacy that you just,
Yeah.
that's the whole thing.
But it have to, for the married couple, it have to be an agreement.
Of
It
course,
have to be the fact of we're not going to allow this to enter and cause friction
friction in
our
the marriage, right?
because sometimes it does. It'll cause friction in the marriage because you want to open up, as they call a Pandora box,
Right.
to where one person, even though both of them may be in agreement, one person may not be stronger than the other one
To handle
to
it.
handle it, and it will start to be like, man, don't know if that person desire will be different, and it will cause
But then that's a level of
a
insecurity,
dynamic.
isn't it?
I don't think it will be a level of insecurity. I think it'll be a level of maybe it's just certain boundaries of married couples should not cross. So, and when it
But like you
comes
said, they have to be on the same page.
right, and it's just
In that
certain
area.
things married couples shouldn't cross if it's not. Uh,
Mutually agreed upon.
yeah, even if as Terry said, what if you just want to see you happy?
Right.
That's not good enough. Just because that buy me a puppy is seeing me happy. Buy me some diamonds. Hell, I'm happy. But that's just not only making a person happy because you're trying to please that person, but at the same time, you're not
You're not
happy.
happy.
So it can't be just
One
trying
way.
trying to make that person happy. It's just not going to be because in the midst of you making that person happy,
You're miserable as hell.
you miserable as hell, and you'll be like, I just did it only to
So that gets us
to
when the
make you
sacrifice
happy and
comes in
to
at.
satisfy you. And sometimes that marriage don't last just
Because of that
of
incident.
that. Mm-hmm.
So that's where the sacrifice come in. So the other person has to take their sacrifice and be like,
You know what? That's just a boundary.
we just
You
leave
just
it
will
there.
never cross. So yeah.
But then that wants to get the other person, okay, I really want to do this. It's really been what I wanted to do. They won't take that other person outside the marriage to find somebody she can do that with, even if it's, or he or she, even if it's just for, a particular time period or whatever, just so it's out of that person's system. You don't think they will go outside to try to find that?
I don't know.
To be honest with you,
I don't know.
I think a person probably would.
I don't know.
Well, I probably would. If it's something that, I've come to, like everybody is different.
Mm-hmm.
And if I can come to my husband and say, you know what, I've been wanting to do this for the longest, and I feel like, we're married and I'm talking to you about this. This is what I really want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Now we can have an even exchange about something. Now, if it's something that he really wanted to do, that I probably be like, "Nah, I ain't never doing that shit." I might have to break down and be like, "Okay, since I want to do this, then we're gonna do what you want to do."
Mm-hmm.
But like you said, it has to be
Mm-hmm.
an agreed upon. I guess that's the perk of being single because if I wanted to do it, I
You
could do it
can.
with somebody and and then just be out of my system and
Because
everything.
even if that one person say that
Right,
I
and I'm
want
dating.
to,
Right,
I want to go to my spouse and say, you know what, this is something I've been wanting to do,
right.
and that spouse would be like, okay, I do it to, to satisfy you, to please you.
Hmm.
Now here, you looking like all of a sudden he or she coming to you
Hmm.
more than the norm to be like, let's do it again. Let's do
Oh,
it again.
but they said it wasn't going to. Oh, somebody the same person said, "Let's do it again and again."
Person that was like, okay, I do it just to make you happy, please you. Now it's like
He wants to do
they
it.
like, let's do it again.
Oh,
Let's do it again.
Okay.
Now the person that initiated will be like, wait
What
a
the
minute.
hell? This was only supposed to be a one-time thing.
Right. So sometimes you get once
It'll backfire.
it'll backfire. So sometimes it's just some bad boundaries being a married.
Just
you
leave
just
it
can't
alone.
just leave it alone. But they call it if it's I don't even know how the phrase goes. If it's not broken,
Don't fix it. Okay, Terry says, what about a poly relationship where the couple has a permanent girlfriend or a boyfriend?
Man, that'd be a lot of people cleaning up the house, paying the bills. You'd be like, I can keep my
But then they
check.
have permanent boyfriends with an S and girlfriends with an S.
They seem to work. Some of his stuff, I'd be like, what?
To my
Does
poly
that
relationship, yeah,
They seem because both of them.
is in agreement with it. That's how they want to live their life.
But me on the other hand,
Hell no.
nigga, you want me to punch somebody in their face? Barbara cannot come to me after 20 years.
And somebody you want to be in a poly relationship.
Right. I'd be like, huh?
You crazy? No, I now that's a boundary that
No.
that's
Or
a boundary.
I'm
I
going
wouldn't
to
go
him
through.
after 20 years. I'm going to have my live-in boyfriend.
Oh,
He'd be
no.
looking like, what?
No,
That's something that
no.
we had to be
I wouldn't
doing
even-
from the get-go.
Right, I wouldn't even.
That's a boundary. Nope.
I wouldn't do that.
No.
I couldn't do that.
I'm not going upstairs Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Right,
and
right.
going downstairs Tuesday,
Tuesday,
Thursday,
Thursday,
Saturday.
Sunday.
No, my pussy be tight.
No, I can't get into no poly, nothing like that.
Some
No,
people
no,
can
no.
do it.
Some people can do it. You know, like you said, it has to be an agreement. Y'all come together and say this is what we want to do. You know, you on board or whatever. You know, you feel like if you say yes or no, typically, my answer will be no. 'Cause I ain't looking at this other. Oh, hey girl, how you doing? We both got. Oh.
Yeah, because they did a reality show about that,
I know, I saw that.
to where they
Yeah.
flew the girl in,
Mm-hmm.
and the husband and the wife sat down
Mm-hmm.
and got to know her and had a conversation. And I'm like, the look on my face would tell her, nigga, you better leave. Because I'd be like, what the hell is this? I'd be like, Ashton Kutcher better come.
'Cause I'm being punked
Because
right
I'm being
now.
punked right now.
No,
So,
no,
That's
I
a
wouldn't.
boundary. That's
No,
a
I
good
wouldn't.
one.
That's a good one, Terry.
I ain't think
No.
of that one.
The poly relationship, like I said, you have to be into it, and the other person have to be willing to be into. All of you have to be willing to engage in something like that. And
Mhm.
no, I can't. I can't do it.
I can't.
I know. No, I'm too selfish. That's what I'm just selfish. I can share you to an extent.
I can't even do that.
I mean, if I'm dating somebody and like say we have a threesome, that's what I'm saying.
Hell, I'm married, so I can't share nothing.
Right. So, so, but I'm saying if I was dating someone and we decided, you know, we want to have a threesome or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
I could do that. That's fine. Just so the other person don't think that's what it is. Gonna be like that all the time, or that they can go, you know, get around me and no, then we got a problem.
Those the fun
But-
days.
Yeah, those.
Before I said I do.
Yeah. You wait a minute. You still having fun now? For what?
Yeah.
Okay, it's a
I'm
different
still
type.
having fun. It's a different type of fun.
Different type now.
It's a different type of fun.
Yeah.
And see, that's what a lot of married couples probably need to get out of their system before they. That's why.
Before they
That's
get
why you
married.
should never get married young,
That you haven't experienced
because you
a
have
lot
not
of
experienced
stuff. Not
life.
just life, but
a lot of
Yeah,
stuff because getting married young when you in your 20s, you just should because
You change too over the years.
Mhm.
You change.
I'm
So,
yeah.
and sometimes with that change, you guys start drifting apart.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, you shouldn't get married at no 22, 23,
Right.
25, maybe 26 and beyond.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you probably experienced some things, especially if you went to college.
Right. And you'd be like, okay, that's probably why I'm like, before I got married,
Mhm.
I experienced all of that, the threesomes, uh, all of that, but all the newer things I experienced with Robert.
Your
So,
husband.
and
As it should be. As it should be. Even if yeah, as it should be. Like we were saying, everybody is different. Everybody have their different level of what boundaries they wouldn't cross or whatever like that. Even me being single, I've had some people, some men just say, have you ever done anal? No, and I'm not until I'm married. So we're not going to even have that discussion.
right,
I cut them off right there.
yeah,
Nope, it's not going to
says do
happen.
not enter.
So no.
Mhm.
And that's what that conversation ends.
Yep.
So, anything else?
Right.
Your agenda you want to talk about?
Not even know. Oh, you don't want to try it.
Mm-mm.
Nope.
Mm-mm. Trying it, just doing it. Just because you put the try instead of the do in replace, that makes a difference. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing it. So
I think
that's my
that's
boundary.
they be trying to think they
Yeah.
nigga slip.
yeah, that's
You
that
want to
nigga.
try
That's that nigga shit.
right.
That's that nigga shit.
Right. You be like, dude.
Didn't I say no?
Right.
So yeah, sexual boundaries. We all have them. They come in different shapes, forms, sizes.
Mm-hmm.
Some people into that S&M and tying up and whipping you hard, not soft, hard,
Choked
and
you out.
leaving marks and
Yeah.
putting plastic bags over your face and
Yeah, some
taking
do
them
that.
out, all that type of
Can't-
stuff.
Mm-mm.
They're trying to be near death and all that. No.
A lot of people have done that. Actually, put the plastic bag over their head. They're having sex, and you'd be like, I'm like the level of the air capacity. I will
Freak out.
I will freak out.
Yeah, I'll be fighting this.
Right.
No.
That's why you be like, some people, I don't know if they time themselves before they do it.
Like, I got so many seconds to have this over there.
Yeah.
You have to take it.
Robert be like, here, put this on your head. Wait, sweetie, let me tell you. Let me hurry up. No.
No, that's no.
It takes a level of the intimacy out
Oh,
the door.
It's gone. That's
So,
gone.
no. Yeah.
No.
Waking,
Nothing that's going right. To have me calling 911 like H. Malone said, or putting me near death, or
Once again,
no.
the look on the paramedic face.
What's going on here? Police be like, Detective Kelly, what was you doing today?
Y'all some freaky niggas up in
Well,
here.
we were.
Right. And he just suffocated. You be like,
I went to the bathroom and come back. I guess I
how did he
forgot.
suffocate? We put the bag on. Now, would I be charged for murder? Would that be second
Involuntary manslaughter.
girl? Hey, that was dick in the world for me to go to jail.
Involuntary manslaughter. That's what that'll be.
See?
I didn't mean to do it. It was an accident. It would have been truly accident. I just went to the bathroom and came back and the nigga was.
Now, I'm doing what? 5 to 10.
I don't think they give. It all depends on your intention. So,
Go, what color am I?
okay, 5 to 10.
Right.
If you were another color, it might have been like 2 years probation, some shit like
Right. No, what
that.
color am I?
If
5 to
you
10.
black, you'd be about 5 to 10.
Right. And the chicks in the jail gonna talk about, hey, I heard you like to suffocate.
Yeah.
You can suffocate me, baby. Come on.
You're like, no thanks. That's why I'm in here in the first place.
Right.
We okay on that.
So
We okay with that one.
So yeah.
But yeah, this I enjoyed this topic.
Yeah.
It has got me to see that you okay.
I'm
Have
innocent.
fun.
I am.
Yeah.
I am.
I mean, you should be any type you want to be. You married. Me, I have to hold back and be like, nah, I gotta say that. I gotta say that. I gotta say this, say this, say this, say this,
Right.
say this.
The whip we ain't never did. The
It's not a whip. It's like a. I mean, they call it a whip, but you don't have to use it for punishment. Well, let y'all into that,
right. Capital punishment.
but.
Be like I sentence you.
So we're gonna try the choking thing, the light choking.
Yeah, I try that tonight.
Okay, okay,
And when I
okay.
come to work tomorrow,
I'm just gonna ask you
I'm gonna
too.
have finger marks around my
It's not
neck.
that hard. He know what to do. I'm sure. I'm sure
Alright.
he's done it before.
Right. I'm gonna give him a facial. That's what I'm like. I still don't give him a facial. It's so stupid.
You have to sit there.
Right.
But yeah, this was awesome topic today. I enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
We will be here. We will be continuous from now on, right?
Mm-hmm.
Probably with some special guests. We were supposed to have one last week, but why do all our special guests do that?
Because they special.
Oh yeah, that's where the word come in at. Okay, got
And
it.
it's football season right now.
Mm, Bears ain't playing today though, so
Yeah.
no excuse.
Right. Man, I tell you.
So
Hey.
Terry, before we leave, we want to know what is your boundary? What's your boundary? I know I want to know what your boundary is. What's your boundary? What is it that you'd be like? Aside from the fact that you don't want no men, no male interaction, we get that,
Right.
But what is your boundary? Like, what is it that you just would not do under any type of circumstance? Like, nah, that's why I draw the line. I'm not doing that. That's who we get. Probably
Probably
to go
nothing.
back to I want it all.
Right. You'd be like, I have no boundaries. I cross them all.
Then I'll be with the side like, oh, really now? But yeah, I really would like to know that. I mean, it's good information. Get to know people like this too. You get to know people talking about their sexual preferences and their boundaries. You get to really know them as a person, an individual.
Mhm.
Aside from all that other crap, you really get to know. Okay,
Yeah.
this how that person is. Okay.
Yeah. And you know what? I've learned over the years that a lot of people act like they so uncomfortable
Talking
to
about
talk
sex.
about sex. Versus, I feel like that should be a topic when you going out like anything else.
Yep. But people stay away from that. Like I said before, they don't want to be seen in a certain type of light because women got this stigma on them that they shouldn't talk about sex because it makes them look a certain type of way. Like they're too promiscuous or they doing all types of things out there or they this and that. So women tend to steer away from that, especially when they're dating, meeting somebody. They don't want to talk about that because they don't want that other person. He said, They don't want that other person to look at them like, oh well, she talking about this with me. That means everybody she meets, she talking about this with. No, not necessarily. Just
Right.
I want to know what you like, what you don't. I would think you want to know what I like and what I don't like.
Mhm.
But then if a man brings it up too early on in the situation, the conversation, the woman might start to think, oh, that's all he wants is somebody he won't just have sex with them.
Mhm.
So is it a two-edged sword in that instance? I think so.
Yeah. Yeah.
She can't talk about it because she don't want to look a certain way. He won't bring it up too early because she don't want her to think that's always what he's after, which probably this is what he is all after, but he don't want her to get that feeling that's always what he
Right.
wants.
Right.
So he stopped talking about it or
But
don't
you know,
talk about it.
I think when we reach
A certain
a certain
age,
age, I mean, I'm 50, and if I
you don't
was,
look like a girl.
man,
No, girl. Yeah,
and if if I wasn't married and I was out there dating, I will feel comfortable to know that I'm with out on a date with an intelligent man
They will
that
understand.
will not look differently like we 16, like
Hmm.
we in high school all over again.
Okay.
So be like, when is it a time that we as an adult grow up and have an
Open conversation about.
adult conversation
I agree.
to where you be
I
like,
agree.
really?
I agree.
Do I have to tiptoe
Around you, it should make
around?
you feel like,
Right.
that's how I feel. But me, I'm trying to tell you, men do not see it that way.
And that's so
They
messed up.
don't.
And I guess I've been out the game for 20 years.
That's yeah. It haven't changed. You still, if you were to meet somebody and probably want to have a candid conversation about your sexual preference or whatever like that, they'll be look. It'll go in their head. Oh, really?
Wow.
And then it'll go from I'm interested in her, trying to see what kind of woman she is and everything, to okay, she just want to just fuck because she don't bring it up.
Mm.
They you know he said no flipping me. Come on, Terry. I'm not talking about the. I'm talking about the slight.
I understand, bruh. I'm with you. I'm in agreement.
I'm just talking about the. The. Okay.
That's that Toby flashback.
It's not that type of whipping. You ain't putting nobody on no tree. You tied them to it. But okay. But yeah, I've always said I want to have a mature relationship with someone, and we can have these conversations, and it's okay.
Mhm.
And I don't want them looking at me like, oh, she's just a big old freak or whatever. No, I want you to understand me as well as I want to understand you as well. I'm not gonna look at you any differently because you know stuck 15 years.
Right.
Right. That would
Just don't stop when
just
you meet me. Don't talk about, but I'm on the way. You ain't wait all the other time. Just don't stop.
and I think men don't feel like that. You before you got to me, you don't 15, 18, 19 pussies.
Right.
But then if I tell you I've sucked 18 to 15 dicks, it's a problem.
Right. That means that I'm good at it. I learned different tricks. I could go long.
Yeah, look at the positives behind
Look
that,
at
not
all-
the negative.
Right. Especially when we get a certain age, you can't sit there and be like, "Well, I only had two." First
all
off,
my life.
I look at her and be like,
Stop
and
lying.
you look that good.
Like, stop playing with me right
I'll
now.
be like, now you mean to tell me, as fine as you look, you only had how many?
Right. You lying. When you stop counting? When you got 30? That's when you started over?
Right.
When did you? Oh, I'm gonna start over now. So I haven't had any.
Right.
I'm gonna start from when I was 30 on.
Right. Because every adult know that you have done something, um, over the board,
Hmm.
especially when we this age.
Oh yeah,
You
yeah.
can't just tell me you just laying in the bed.
And that was it. Just if you
Nothing
even
else.
though I see why your husband's out there doing whatever he's doing there, because you still missionary to the hill. Like, oh
Right.
no, I don't want to do that. No,
Right.
don't do that.
So,
No, just one way only.
right. You be like, no pleasing each other? What?
Well, right. Get creative.
Better.
Food,
You better.
chocolate, maybe some hot wax
Mm. Candle
with the
wax.
candle wax.
That shit burns.
But after it start cooling down, it's still a little bit,
Yeah.
a little bit better.
It's a freaking ice cube.
Oh, yeah.
It melts quick
Oh, yeah.
inside of you.
So you heard?
So I heard.
Okay. Good.
I heard that one.
Ooh, that's kind of. You would do that, but not the ball.
But it's ice cubes.
It's gonna melt.
Right.
I gotta try that.
The bones, they don't melt. These cubes melt.
On that note, everybody, we will see you. Oh, we haven't given our email address. Sister, share.
Hell, they should know now.
I mean, sometimes you gotta repeat yourself.
I know. I'm just trying to understand how people going to subscribe and then don't subscribe.
What do you mean?
You know.
Subscribe and then unsubscribe.
Yeah. Why do that?
I don't know.
I don't get that part.
Maybe they feel it's not interesting enough.
I mean, then just keep the subscription up there.
Right. I get it. I understand it.
Right.
But hey.
Yes.
So email address is sistershare18@gmail.com. We have sistershare101 on Facebook. Come join us on there. And also Denise sharing. A lot of information on there.
Mm-hmm.
That shows about our life, and we post things, different things. So and help people to subscribe. This is a fun interaction. I love the interaction. I do.
Two
Toys. I mean, no toys. Probably no toys.
No toys.
Yeah, no toys. Wait, toys. I can't bring a vibrator.
He said no
For
toys.
me.
How is it restricted? People saw it already.
Well, we probably seen it, but
Oh.
but no toys.
Some people just
Because I don't like the dildos.
see.
So
Me either.
that's a toy. So
So
Gotta
some
get into
people be
that.
like, nope.
yeah.
Like, oh well.
But we'll see y'all guys. We'll see you guys here next week. Same time, same place, different topic. Don't know what it is yet, but
And we do
Yeah.
them flybys.
yeah, they
But
fly by.
I do want to talk about what happened in Inglewood when that young lady got kidnapped, and she ran a train for like
Yeah.
6 days.
Yeah, and they
Mhm. And not only that, but the young lady that got killed at UIC, just because she didn't want to holler back at old boy.
right.
I mean, and men and women have to understand the word.
No,
Women is like that, men are like that. So,
we'll
that'd
talk
be,
about that next week.
that'll be our
That's
topic.
that's
So
very
tune in
yes,
when it comes to the community awareness.
yes.
So that's when we really need the feedback.
Right, exactly. Because this is, and all the ladies that are still coming up missing.
Mhm.
Is
Because it works both ways for men and women. If a man tells the woman no, hell, that means
no.
If the woman tells the man no, that means no. Don't try to kill us. Like, dang, what happened to all of that?
I think it's a lot of people with these mental problems are
Yeah.
are coming from which angle? Like they're letting them out or something, or what?
They closed down those
What?
mental
Institutions.
So,
And they just run around in the street just doing whatever.
yep.
All right. On that note, we'll see you guys next week.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace. Peace. Peace. Peace. Peace. Say what?